And for the second year in a row, the Huskies opened up the season on the road at an ACC team and came home with a win this year, defeating Boston College on the road 27-24 in overtime. Last year they won their opener at Georgia Tech 22-21. Coach Hammock has compiled a 23-33 record in 5 seasons at his alma mater. He's played for the Huskies, he was an assistant for the Huskies, and now he's the head coach for the Huskies. So he is a true Husky. And we will bring up the head coach for Northern Illinois, Thomas Hammock.
You know, I wish I would have had the opportunity to go first. That's a tough act to follow with Coach Jones and what he's done in his career. Had a lot of guys I work with that's worked for him at different places. His defensive line coach was my roommate in college, so I have a lot of respect for Coach Jones, what he's done in his profession, how he's elevated programs everywhere he's been, and has followed his career closely, obviously, because I was a young assistant making my way as well. But for Northern Illinois, we are certainly excited to be here. You know, for us, it's been a grind the last 7 weeks of the season, getting ourselves to being bowl eligible. We had a hiccup at midseason, but you know, for us, and I can relate to Coach Jones, we had a young team a couple years ago that went through some growing pains, and now they are mature. And so when we had a little hiccup at mid-season, the culture of our program withstood. They understand adversity, how to deal with adversity, how to respond the right way. But certainly couldn't be more excited about this opportunity. Having been to a lot of bowl games in my career, there was never a bad bowl experience. But when it was announced that we were coming to the Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, the first thing that popped into my mind was a history lesson. A history lesson for my kids, a history lesson for our players. We know the history of Montgomery, Alabama, and certainly look forward to our players and our families learning more about the history here. Because, you know, one thing about it makes you appreciate everything that you have. Right? When you think, you know, practice is hard, school is hard, or whatever you're going through, think back to the history of, you know, why do you have this opportunity? And for our players to have that experience and go through some of the things that's happened down here, I couldn't be more excited about. As far as our football team, you know, we've had some great bowl preparation. Guys are fresh. They're healthy. They got a pep in their step. They understand, you know, what we have in store with Arkansas State. You know, we've had an opportunity to watch their whole season, watch them progress, watch guys take steps and get better. The quarterback is certainly a guy that we have to make sure we have 11 hands on deck. They got 2 really good running backs. They got receivers that can make plays, and they're ginormous on the offensive line. So maybe I need to come to Alabama or Arkansas and get some linemen. But certainly a very quality football team on offense. And then defensively, this is a team that's active. You know, I think they have 30 tackles for losses with their starters up front. So very active, can be disruptive. We got a tremendous challenge. We are treating this like a business trip. We're serious about it. And I know the history of these games. Hopefully it's a great game, and in the fourth quarter you got 2 teams fighting like heck to win a game. A couple years ago we played Coastal Carolina, so we respect the Sun Belt, the type of competition, the type of athletes they have, and we couldn't be more excited to get going on Saturday.
Questions?
Why is this bowl game significant to your program this year?
Why is the bowl game? Yeah, obviously you see this trophy, so both teams are playing for a championship. You know, not only is the game significant, but it gives you momentum heading into next season. It gives you a positive momentum about the things you've done, the things you've been able to accomplish, the work that you put in, and it shows the younger players what it takes to get to this level and then what you need to do to exceed that. So obviously, you know, this is much different than the NFL. You know, in the NFL, there's only one team can be happy. So I love the college bowl system where a lot of teams get an opportunity to play for a championship at the end of the season, and we're certainly excited about that.
And some key players and standouts that we should look for on your team?
On our team, you know, we're kind of a meat and potatoes team. So some of our standouts are, you know, not the stat guys, but we built our team inside out. And so we feel like our offensive line and defensive line, I know you guys don't call those guys names, but they're certainly important to the success of our program. We have a quarterback that's in his 7th year, Rocky Lombardi, has done a tremendous job, helped us win a championship a couple years ago. Got hurt last season, but excited to try to finish the season on a high note. Our running back, Ontario Brown, was an all-conference player, a guy that's gotten better as the year went along. And then defensively, you know, we have a motto, is one motion. And so it's 11 guys working together in unison. So as a defense, we've been able to have some success defensively, but it takes all 11 guys doing their job. So those are the guys that you need to look out for. I know we got similar signals. Go Huskies.